Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2016 general readings. I continue to use the Gilded Tarot deck by artist Ciro Marchetti, drawing 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional crowning card from the bottom of the deck as your overall energy and advice for the readings. These are general readings, so make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well, because this one may or may not resonate for you as predictively this month in this reading. And you may find that each of your signs, sun, moon, and rising, gives you different insights and clarity into different areas of your life, so that watching all three of them together just gives you a more whole and cohesive picture of the time frame ahead that the readings cover. Thank you. Always a note of gratitude before we start to those of you who continue to watch and listen and follow so faithfully and loyally. I love your feedback and support. I'm very grateful for it. And I love the comments. Keep them coming. I really enjoy reading how the readings resonate for you in your lives and what's going on with you in your lives. So keep those coming, and thank you very much for those. And welcome to anyone who may be new to the channel. Thank you also to my regular clients for allowing me to be part of your lives as they continue to unfold, for the updates that you send me on how those readings play out in your lives continuously. And just to thank you for everyone who continues to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, which I love to do. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you always, and I am grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if anyone is interested in a personal reading with me, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage for a little more information and my email address. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you, or for anyone else. I'm already receiving a lot of orders for gift readings for the holiday season for friends and families, which always make a lovely and unique gift for people. And I am running specials for the Christmas holidays. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll go from there. I do readings full time, 6 days a week. So I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and set up a reading. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a couple of days to a couple of weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks we can schedule a reading for you. So let me know and we'll go from there. So moving right along, let's get into this reading. This is for Cancer for December 2016. Cancer, the water sign of Cancer, Cancer the crab for December 2016. What does the month of December have in store for our Cancerians? Cancer, December 2016. Cancer, December 2016. Okay, we begin with the Seven of Wands, followed by the Five of Swords. Next to that, we have Judgment with the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, followed by the Magician, and the Eight of Cups, followed by the Six of Wands. Great way to wrap up the month, Cancer. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and advice is the Knight of Pentacles. Tangible offers and opportunities. Okay, Cancer, let's begin. So we find ourselves at the beginning of December 2016. I'm actually going to start with your crowning card. Your overall energy and advice for the month is the Knight of Pentacles. So here we have Earth energy, because Pentacles is governed by Earth energies. And so the suit of Pentacles rules things in typically in our earthly plane, the concrete, tangible, day-to-day world that we live in. And it often manifests as money, finances, property, assets, resources, etc. Tangible, see, touch, feel things. Knights are the bringers of the tarot. They are the method by which things are delivered and the speed at which things move. So typically, the knights this Knight of Pentacles would represent an offer, an offering, an opportunity, something coming to you, and it's something very tangible, because this knight is the Knight of Pentacles. So what he's bringing is a tangible thing. This could be actual money, finances. It could be a raise, a promotion, a Christmas bonus. It could be a holiday gift of money. It could be anything really. It could be the opportunity for a new job, a job offer, an offer on a home. It's an offer or an opportunity that's very tangible. It's in your concrete world. And it's an opportunity which Looks to be quite good. I always think that the colors on this card are really lush, lots of lovely vivid greens and golds, implying a fair amount of prosperity and abundance. This is a very nice offer, but it's a practical offer too. It's something quite useful. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be actual money or something that represents more money, like a raise. For some of you, I feel like it's directly linked to maybe a work that you've done or a job that you've done. And there's a sense of it actually providing an opportunity for you to move forward. Some of you, it may be the money or resources or raise or something that you need in order to move ahead in your life in a certain way. And for some of you, it may actually help you to actually move, relocate, move. So at the beginning of the month, we have the Seven of Wands, followed by the Five of Swords. Wands is fire energy. It's governed by the element of fire. It's a very active suit. It's change, movement, action, power, creating, building, manifesting. It's very forward moving and enthusiastic energy. The Seven of Wands is a card of defensiveness. It's a card about protecting, standing by, standing up for something you believe quite strongly in. It could be something you feel a sense of ownership in because you've invested so much of yourself into it. You're standing up for something. It could be standing up for yourself, standing up for somebody else. Or defending something that you feel quite strongly about because of how much you've invested in it. It can also sometimes represent the energy of just being defensive, and sometimes that's not always a good thing, Cancer. So you may want to be vigilant against that and watch out for that, just being too defensive with people, too guarded with people. Um, Sometimes the holiday seasons can bring up issues within family dynamics and personal relationships. So it can, for some people, be a stressful time, and some of you may be a little over defensive. So just be kind of vigilant about that. But for others of you, it's some of you, this may be connected to this offer, this opportunity that's part of your overall energy for this month. Some of you are perhaps waiting for it or wanting it. Your energy is kind of focused on it, focused on this opportunity. And it could be too that some of you may feel as if this offer or opportunity is threatened somehow. And so there's a protectiveness or a defensiveness about it I'm getting as well too. Now, the Seven of Wands is paired with the Five of Swords. So, swords is air energy. Swords is a very mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It rules what goes on in our heads, words, ideas, communication. It's about how we look at things, perspectives, outlooks, belief systems. The Five of Swords is technically a card of victory, although whether it's a positive or negative one, a shallow one or a real one, is sometimes in question with this card. Sometimes this represents a victory that comes at the cost of our personal relationships. And the Five of Swords always begs the question, is it worth it? Is something worth fighting for or holding on to? You can see that the man on this card has just finished a battle, and he's obviously the victor. His foes or opponents or enemies, whatever he's been fighting against, are obviously defeated on the ground behind him. He's gathered up all their weapons and he's holding his own aloft in victory. But the general feel of the card, the colors are still kind of murky and somewhat grim. He doesn't look particularly victorious. He looks tired, worn out, exhausted. He's wounded. He's bleeding from a little cut on his forehead. And again, the question is something that you've been defending, standing by, guarding, protecting, or just being defensive about, has it been worth it? Is it worth winning? This combination of cards can sometimes be to ask yourself, Cancer, if you're in conflict with somebody or embroiled in a situation where you've been on the defensive a lot, protecting, guarding, standing up for something, is it worth it? Is this a battle worth fighting? And is it worth winning if it comes at the cost, if it comes at a very high cost? Sometimes the question is going to be yes, and sometimes the question is going to be, sometimes the answer is going to be yes, and sometimes the answer is going to be no. Um, Particularly if you have to ask yourself if fighting this, if winning is going to come at the cost of personal relationships, you may want to ask yourself whether this thing that you've been kind of pushing against or fighting against or for is worth it. And only you can answer that. It's going to be different depending on who's watching. So next to that, we have Judgment paired with the Two of Wands. And so here we have a combination of cards that has more contemplation energy. It's about really taking the time to think very carefully about what you're doing, where you're going, what your goals are, and what you're willing to do to get them, or whatever it is that you're pursuing, because it feels like you've been waiting for something or pursuing something. Some of you, you've been involved in a conflict of some kind. It could be just a personal conflict with another person, a litigation of some kind, a battle of some kind. Just really investing a lot of yourself into this, and there's a question on whether it's worth it or not. And again, for some of you it's going to be yes, and for some of you it's going to be no, particularly if it comes at the cost of some personal relationships that are important to you. The Judgment card is a major arcana card, so significant and profound energy and advice here. The Judgment card is somewhat a cautionary card, saying be very careful. Don't act hastily or spontaneously or impulsively in this. Try not to let your emotions and feelings dictate your actions and rule the day. The Judgment card has an air of finality about it, meaning that whatever you choose to do, however you choose to proceed through this, particularly if it's linked to this offer or opportunity, perhaps some of you have the chance to um, gain the upper hand or gain an opportunity, but it may come at the cost of stepping over somebody else. That maybe may or may not resonate for some of you. This could be a different situation entirely. The Judgment card says that whatever you do, whatever actions you take or choices you make, are going to set the stage for something for quite some time to come. They're going to be difficult, if not impossible, to reverse. So make sure that before you take action or set anything in motion, that it's really what you want and that you feel like you're operating from the highest sense of your own personal level of honor and integrity, because what you do is going to stick. So carefully consider before you actually set anything into motion. Now, the Judgment card is paired with the Two of Wands. So this is being very careful about your future path as well, that Judgment card energy, because the Two of Wands is all about choosing a path. This man has come to a crossroads and he needs to make a decision on whether to go left or whether to go right, what path to choose, what action to take. What am I going to do around this? What am I going to do about this offer or opportunity? um, this battle, this thing that I've been investing so much of myself in. Do I go left or do I go right? The key to choosing the right path for this man is in long term thinking and long term planning. We're at the two here. We're still kind of sort of at the beginning of things. It's all about looking ahead, seeing what your long term goals are, where you want to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and choose the path that seems more clearly and positively oriented towards that goal. And be careful about doing this. The Judgment card and the Two of Wands together says, don't make snappy, hasty, impulsive decisions based on feelings or emotions of the moment. Be careful. Take time to consider very carefully, weigh out the pros and cons of things, and keep your vision on the long-term future, what you want in the long term, and consider that when you're making any decisions or taking action, does it propel you towards your long-term goal? And does it leave you feeling like you've operated with honor and integrity? Now, moving forward, we have the Two of Swords paired with the Magician. Almost contradictory energy here. It's almost as if you're kind of going through a bit of an internal struggle. Do I do this or do I do that? Do I go for this or do I withdraw, or what am I supposed to do? There's still this sense of kind of internal conflict, kind of going back and forth, trying to make a decision, feeling maybe kind of stuck at a crossroads, which is what the Two of Swords represent. This woman, like the man in the Two of Wands, it's a duality, it's a crossroads, it's needing to make a choice. This woman is blindfold, representing that she feels she's at a crossroads, she feels stuck. The blindfold can also represent reluctance and resistance in making a choice, having something in front of you which needs to be addressed, needs to be dealt with, this choice, this path needs to be taken, but feeling kind of reluctant and resistant to do it. Uh, uh, Kind of almost, knowing that you need to deal with something, but not really looking at it, procrastinating sometimes as well. But the fact that it's come up means that it needs to be dealt with. A path needs to be chosen. A choice needs to be made quite strongly, because you have these two twos that are following each other. And I feel, again, Cancer, like you're in this kind of internal conflict of trying to make a decision, which is the best action to take, which is the best choice, which is the best path. Now, the Two of Swords is paired with a Magician card, another major arcana card. The Magician assures you, Cancer, that you have everything that you need in order to navigate through this correctly, of choosing the right path, of being able to build, create, manifest whatever it is that you want for your future, particularly with that Two of Wands and looking a little more long-term vision, long-term planning. The Magician represents somebody who's reached a point in their life where, because of their experience and the lessons learned, trial and error, they've reached a point in their life where they have all the tools now. They have all the knowledge, the experience, the practice, the wisdom to create, build, and manifest anything they want. It's a card of intelligence and of exercising your intent, your intention, your will, your discipline, your perseverance in an external way to create and manifest and build whatever you want to. So this internal energy, this Two of Swords, feeling stuck, like you don't want to deal with it, you don't want to make a choice, or you don't know what choice to make. The Magician is the opposite energy. It assures you that you have everything that you need to navigate this path successfully and correctly as well, so that you're not left with a bad taste in your mouth about how you've acted going forward. The Magician is also about being smart, wise, planning too. He's very careful about what he does. He's very good at what he does because of how much he's practiced at it. So again, there's a sense of being careful, weighing things out, having a plan, and then putting things together and creating and building. The Magician is not a haphazard energy. It's very defined, very assertive, and very focused and intentional, and will completely overcome this Two of Swords energy, which is what we want to do. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have a great combination of cards here. We have the Eight of Cups paired with the Six of Wands. So the Eight of Cups, Cups is water energy. It's a suit that governs the area of our life that deals with feelings, emotions, relationships, love, all different kinds of love and all different kinds of relationships. This is a card of walking away, of cutting loose that which no longer serves you, freeing yourself from a place, a situation, a relationship, energy of being disappointed, disillusionment, things working out in a not as you wanted them to work out. This man has gone through all of these eight cups. At least the implication is that he's tasted and drunk from most, if not all, of these cups. And at the time, he may have thought they were what he wanted, or perhaps they were presented to be something in the beginning, but he found out it really wasn't what he thought it was going to be. He's come to the end of them and decided it's not what he wants. He's disappointed, disillusioned. He's made up his mind to turn his back and walk away, leaving whatever this is behind him to seek out what his true fulfillment and true joy is. He's very decisively turned his back on whatever these cups represent for him. He's dressed for travel. He's ready to go. The only thing that remains is to decide which direction he's going in. But it's a card of definitively and assertively leaving behind that which no longer works for you, or which has turned out to be different than what you thought it was going to be. And it's paired with the Six of Wands, which is a great card. This is a card of victory, triumph, success. It can also be a card of recognition as well. You could be, towards the end of the month, Cancer, you could be recognized for your achievements, given an award of some kind, a raise, a promotion. I feel like a lot of this is connected to whatever this offer or opportunity is that's kind of crowning the month of December for you. This is a card of being acknowledged publicly, or at least by a group of people around you who have seen what you have gone through or seen the path that you have walked. They've watched you struggle or work very hard for something, seen you achieve success and triumph, and they're acknowledging that. They're recognizing you, praising you. It's a card of victory, success, and triumph, which typically comes after struggle, but it's other people are noticing this as well. And so, for some of you, this is going to play out different ways because, of course, there's a lot of you watching. Some of you are leaving behind, cutting free something which doesn't work for you anymore, be it a job, a career path, a relationship. And relationships come in all different sizes. It could be love and romance, friendship, family, whatever. Something which is not fulfilling you. It's not serving you. And I feel like for some of you, that's what this decision-making energy, contemplation energy around the middle of the month has been all about. And this leaving it behind in and of itself at the end of the month represents success, victory, triumph. And what a great time to cut free those things which don't work for you at the end of the month, because the end of the month is also the end of this year and we're going into a new year after that. So what a great energy to be going into the new year with. And again, I feel like it's linked with this, your crowning card, this Knight of Pentacles, this overall energy of a tangible offer, a tangible opportunity in front of you. And I feel quite strongly that those of you that are kind of leaving something behind at the end of the month, this victory, triumph, being recognized for it, leaving behind this sense of disillusionment and dissatisfaction and self-doubt, finally being recognized for your efforts and achievements, finally feeling victorious and successful. It's like you're taking this offer and opportunity and you're running like the wind with it. I feel like for a lot of you, this offer opportunity is what helps propel you into the future, what helps you make this final decision to cut free from whatever this is, and also how to do it. I mean, there's a way to walk away from things. And you're being advised in this month to be careful about how you navigate this path because that's the key to your success and utilizing this offer or opportunity that's in front of you, Cancer. So, what an interesting and lovely reading. I love how it ends for you at the end of the month. I love seeing people walk away from that which does not serve them and bring them joy anymore into victory and triumph, particularly as we go into the new year of 2017. So, Cancer, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you have found it useful, that it's brought you some wisdom and insight and perhaps some food for thought on how to navigate through the month of December 2016. Thank you very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal reading for you or for anyone else as a gift, please feel free to contact me. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be very happy to work with you. And I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2016 mid-month readings. And until then, as always, Cancer, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.